A very good evening for all the soldiers that have gathered here today for a Stpo Season 1 for the prize pool of 60K. And today we will be opening up with the semi-final group for Group A, of course, starting off with Erangel. So before we head straight into the match, let me just brief you all about the match schedule. So first off, we'll be starting with Erangel, and then we'll be moving on to Miramar, and then afterwards Sanhok, and we will be going ahead back to Miramar, and then concluding it finally with Erangel. So in total, we have 5 matches to be played out. Let's see who would be able to rise above the chaos and secure their first stop. And let's see who would be able to walk into the next match, of course, the next schedule, of course, with such ease. So today we have a lot of teams starting off with In-Gamer YT, Captain ZYKI, AOR, Fearless, Master Gaming, Load Gaming, LFEQZ, One Hit RLX Gods, VE Bravo 6, Team X Force, DDX Esports, TLQ Legends, GG Reborn One Hit, DEFCONs, Gangsters, CBVE, Number One Esports, and FRS Girls. So the plane has already been set over here, and the teams are already heading towards their destined locations. So actually the map has been bugged. There's a little bit of a technical issue going on here. Well, PUBG, it's no surprise, right? A land full of bugs. But however, don't worry, we will look into that. The tech team will be looking into that, sorting out as soon as they can. So let's see who would be able to get the first knock, the first blood early ahead. We can see in-gamer YT heading towards Severny early on. We can see Captain Zyko's team here as well. So two teams will be heading towards 70. So sorry, I was not able to read the name. So I think it should be Captain Zyko. Right, so I think teams are still busy looting around just to make sure that they would be able to get more advantage. I feel like, depending on RLX's perspective, I feel like they're letting the two teams who are like pretty close to one another to have the first clash in, and that's when they would be entering into the scene. So let's see if that's actually gonna happen, if that's actually gonna take place. We can see Mirage over here, Dilla over here as well. Oh, you look at that, guys. Dilla over here as a solo man, is it? Where are his team members? So you can see he's being pushed over here, but look at his enemy's health though. Three people over here, guys. It is not easy for Dilla unless, of course, his teammates come into action. And here it is, taking out Dilla over here. Unfortunately, he was not able to survive there, guys. And the teammates decides to back away. We got a princess over here as well. AOR Fearless. Alright. So with that, the first blood, the first knock has been taken up. But let's not worry, guys, because there's 4 matches left out to be played. So RLX will definitely rise above that chaos, that's for certain. You can see in-gamer YT over here. But look at that. RLXs are definitely behind their back, guys. They need to avenge the IGL's death, that's for certain. So let's see. The positions of in-game YT seems to be very, very. It's kind of weird, the rotations. To be honest, there's a guy who's way out in the open, and it's not easy for him to back away as well if things goes wrong. All right, so let's take a look at the map. We can see GGs are definitely having a time of their own at Kamishki, Rozok, School, Occupied, VEs in Pochinki. And we can see EQZs at Primorsk, IRCs, and Ferry. And you can see those scores is definitely very heavy with a lot of scores, and beautiful knock at a beautiful elimination over here by Mirage. Unfortunately, he was not able to confirm the kill. I think he was stolen. That was really unfortunate, guys. That's really unfortunate. So he missed out a point over here, but let's see, let's not stride further because our Alexas are definitely going to avenge the death and also the knock that just got away. So they are definitely fuming with rage right now, that's for sure. We got Mirage, Sadi, and Wizard. What sort of action gameplay we're about to witness from the RLXs. Right, sorry about that. Alright, so we're still down to 19 teams and 71 still alive. We can see one hits, one of their members have been taken out. ZYKI is one of the members have been taken out. The rest of the team seems to be pretty surviving so far. And there you have it, guys. Sadia taking out another knock over here against in games. Let's see, Gridger going in for the rush over here. I think, ooh, would you look at that? His health was quite low as well. If only they can push the team right now, it's gonna be very advantageous for them. Here comes the nades. Let's see. Perfect nade over here by Sadia. Amazing, guys. Let's see if the other nade connects. Unfortunately, it does not. So it's gonna be just one man by in-game. Let's see if the Team RLXs are able to eliminate, and the Mad Max goes down, guys. So 2 eliminations confirmed for RLX over here. Last man standing for in-game. Better be quick to his feet. Oops, rather my mistake. There were 2 people. We can see Mufik over here out in the open. I think Mufik should definitely overlook into his teammates, but I feel like he has a plan in case Gamer YT was not able to make it. He might go in for a placement, rather back away from what's happening here. Let RLX and the other team captains go against one another. Let's see if Gamer would be able to pull up a perfect wing here. Nade being executed unfortunately does not connect to Gamer. Bridger rushing in for a different angle, and the teams are definitely, very frustrated, very, what I say, very much of an aggressive state as well, given that they've actually stalled a kill, and also without their RGL alive, it's gonna be very hard for the teams. So, GODZxRLX, guys, let's see. Bring the hype up in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Root for your favorite team. Will be playing out here. Let's see if the nade connects, and it does. Beautiful nade over here by Sadia. You gotta teach me how to do those nades, buddy. Beautiful nade over here by Sadia, and let's see if the last man for in-gamer would be able to be eliminated, vanquished. Feels like he's running away for safety. And with that, we can see RLX is at the very top of the leaderboard, securing 3 eliminations already. So one squad partially completed, and they are on to their next mission, the captains. Let's see if the captains would be able to give us a 4v3, or would it be the RLXs, GODZxRLXs is going to give out a 3v4. I am so exhausted. I mean, I'm so excited to see which team would be able to rise above the chaos and, take the first chicken on the first ride itself. So we can see 2B ESPORTS over here. The VE is pretty much close by. Still down to 19 teams and 68 remaining. So the remaining count seems to be, the alive head count rather, seems to be lowering second by second. However, the team counts remain stagnant, and we can see almost like 4 teams are still out of the zone, and a lot of teams are in the zone itself. Teams may need to battle it out faster, getting into the zone faster, because almost all of the teams are trying to hold on to the middle area, and not many of the teams are holding towards the edge. Feels like everyone is trying to survive in the middle. It's not going to be a good either. It's not going to be easy either. You can see GODZka area is being flooded, or GODZka is rather being flooded by a lot of teams right now. Not many knocks, not many, oh, would you look at that, guys. The first team to be eliminated would be in-gamers. We're down to 18 teams and just 67 alive. 2B ESPORTS over here. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness over here by 2B ESPORTS. They pretty much formed up very, very newly. However, we did see a lot of formation from 2B ESPORTS. They played really well. They outplayed a lot of teams, and that's a really good start for the team. Yeah, so 2B ESPORTS, they almost came across with 1 HPs. Let's see if they're gonna get the fight in. Load gaming over here. I don't think they're gonna get the fight so fast, but we can definitely see the team VEs are rather surrounding, ambushing Load Gaming over here. But let's see if they're able to get a knock. So I feel like, if they had the opportunity to get the first knock, a definite rush would definitely be guaranteed by the VEs. But it feels like they're avoiding the early fights and rather going into more safety locations. Unfortunately, guys, we can see the leaderboard has been bugged as well. Apologies for that, but that will be fixed very soon. And here we are. I mean, Dew is very, very fast for his actions. He's very fast on his steps. So thank you, Dave, so much for that. Still remaining with 18 teams, 67 remaining. Is like Load Gaming is holding on to these compounds over here. It's gonna be, I mean, it's very advantageous this position, but be mindful that you can be rushed from every corner, every nook, and it's not gonna be easy for the teams to walk away into safety. You can see IRCs over here. That car is definitely heavily occupied here, guys. I don't think IRCs will be able to find a vehicle, is it? They're running out in the open. It's not gonna be good for them. Running out in the open, never good for them. However, Adios fortunately was fortunate to get into the compound safely, but let's see, his teammates are not around, and being a solo man here, it's gonna be very, very difficult in case if he gets knocked out. ZYKI legends over here. Hexa! Well, we all know who Hexa is. The old-time OG player. Back in the battlefield. Alright, let's see, guys. 18 teams, 67 remaining. The hype is surreal. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for your favorite, root for your favorite teams as well. So you can, what on earth is this? Almost all of the teams are like hugging one another right in the middle of the zone. None of them are trying to hold edge. It feels like they're trying to play more aggressive, get a couple of more kill points, and let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness by each of these teams, guys. It's not gonna be easy because Stpo Season 1 semi-finals, we all know how aggressive these teams could be. Each one of them. Not a single team was able to get into fights though. And that's quite concerning. Alright, so you can see DDX Esports over here. DDX is well known for being the powerhouses as well. Let's see if they would be having any opportunities to take a squad down, or 2 or 3, we'll never know. It's like none of the teams are getting into fights early on, is it? It's very devastating, to be honest. Right, so you can see GG's over here. ZG, REBORN, we got Solo, Ilad, Blizzy, Senors. You can see Octane has looted the airdrop. Alright guys, so we can see the circle shrink in further. It's going towards the bottom of the map, and I'm sorry about that, I was just getting a little bit of a cough there. So we can see a lot of teams towards the southern side, and about 6 teams out of the zone. So they need to ensure that they get in the zone safely. Ferry seems very, very empty at the moment, and if a team was able to get into Ferry, I think that's going to be more advantage, because there's a lot of ridges around in between Quarry and Ferry. So if you're able to hold on to those ridges, definitely guaranteed placement for you. Let's see, guys, we're still down to 18 teams and 67 remaining. Aren't they dying? Taking out Dion over there and can confirm the kill as well, and he almost does it good. And now he does. Yeah, now he does. Alright. So with that, 2B Sports were able to secure 1 elimination point over here by Emma. Well done. And Josh being knocked out over here by 1 HPs. Definitely taking the knock here against the VEs. TLQ Zombie is definitely not having a time of his own, because it's gonna be very hard for him. The revive is going on for Josh here as well. Got Hexa over here. Now Hexa definitely has a more view and over here. see. I think Pega was knocked out, is it? I'm not quite certain. I was not able to notice that. And would you look at that rotations, guys? TLQ's playing it out very smartly. Taking out Beanat and taking out Pega as well here. Hexa! GG, man. On the roll, guys. Taking out Pega completely. And Shadow IRC being taken out by the GGs. TLQ, Hexa on fire. Okay, so we got the Load Gamings over here as well. IRC is taking out Eli and Blizzy same time. Nadia's taking out... Oh, no, confirming the kills over here. GG versus IRC. Last man standing for IRCs would be Adios. And got Senos as well. It's gonna be... Is it gonna be a 1v1 situation? Let's see. Yep, seems like it is gonna be a 2v1 situation, guys. GGs have already confirmed 3 elimination already, and it's definitely a GG for them. Good game. Right, so let's see if they're able to get the last man though, or would there be a solo versus duo situation? Would Adios is well known for his gun power, for his shotgun skills, and Zombie taking out number 1, then number 1 last as well. Bro. Zombie. Okay, Zombie, okay. 4 eliminations already for Team TLQ, and with that they were able to lead tabletop the very first. And here it is, guys. GG is going straight at Adios. Adios is definitely in trouble, guys. One more Molotov and he's definitely not gonna make it. But would you look at that? Securing it very safely towards the edge of the compound. And here comes Senos. Senos is not aware exactly where he is. This is not gonna look good, guys. It's not gonna look good if you are to go up, because higher ground is more advantage. So we can see, I think we got another team at the top as well, so it's not gonna be easy for Adios, I believe, because he has the view. And here it is, guys. Adios, I think he managed to jump. He did. And whoa, okay, Senos. Perfect over there. Securing 2 eliminations against IRCs, and we're down to 17 teams with just 55 remaining. And the GGs were able to secure 4 eliminations as well. So if you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see 1 hit TLQ RB ends with 4 points each, and 2B is Fearless Lord with a point each, IRCs with 2 points, and INCs with 1 point as well. I think, yeah, so 2 teams have been completely taken off. However, we are down with just 17 teams still. And would you look at that, guys? 2 Bs over here. 2 Bs for securing 1 elimination already, and RLX is us going straight into a fight over here. A demon with his S12K, guys. Grigger has been taken out. And there you have it, guys. Grigger been taken out. Unfortunately, was not able to secure the elimination by the opposition team. Woods taken out Master Gaming, confirming Master Gaming as well, and then simultaneously taken out King Gaming as well. I think Grigger has the opportunity and spare time to be revived. Octane taking out Ginny over there, completely, I think, devouring her, and yes, he does confirm the kill here as well. Alright, so 1 hit versus 1 hit of a situation. Now we're seeing that. GODZxRLX taking out Nashil over here. Another nade being cooked over here against RLXs, but I don't think that would connect her. And Storm taking out Keisha. Ingris. It's a very nice name. And with that, GODZxRLX have been eliminated in the 17th position. And we're down to just 16 teams and 44 remaining. Hexa being unfortunately taken out here, guys. Unfortunately, Hexa, you had a really good rally over there. But we do have 4 more games out to be played, so it's gonna be very easy for you as well. Let's see the other teams playing it out right now. And Igris taking out 1 and 2 and 1 what? Igris, you're on fire as well. XF Joker taking out Raptor, Sadi taking out Nero. One last man standing for Hit Gangsters. Oops, it was Hit Gangsters, not 1 hit. but I've been playing tricks on me lately. Doing all right now. And Hitman takes a long over here. Let's see if it's what the hell, bro. Hitman. Beautiful, but I think he panicked quite a lot. Else, he would have definitely had it on his hand. Team X4 is being eliminated, so we're down to last 12 teams with just 31 remaining. Alright, so we can see DEFCON's being taken. How did that happen? Captain ZYKI is still surviving here. We can see that having a fight against EQZ Storm, taking out a vehicle elimination. And Tab's taking out Grigor. Tab's taking out completely Grigor out. REBORN taking Captain Baby, and with that, team captains have been taken out. EQZ is leading with 6 eliminations, and so is One Hit with 6 eliminations. So it's gonna be a battle. Ooh, would you look at that TLQs as well with 7 eliminations? It's gonna be a battle against TLQ versus One Hit versus EQZ. Who would that be? But then again, don't forget, guys, we do have other teams like RBN, 2B's DDX, Fearless, Number One, Master, and VEs just has a solo man, so does Master. Alright, so VE Bravo over here. Bravo B6s. Now B6s are definitely known with how they were able to rise above the chaos as of recently, how aggressive their gameplays were. Unfortunately, what is that name? I'm just gonna call you Hate. ZYKI taking out Nafla over here, and we can see Woods over here. I think Woods might taking out Tabs as well. And with that, VE Esports have been eliminated in the 11th position, and 2B Esports being eliminated as well. No, Hoggex is surviving there, my bad. Alright, so EQZ is going over here against One Hit. Alright, so let's see, guys, who would be able to get the first knock, first elimination. 10 teams and 22 remaining. Taking out Woods over here. EQZ is confirming a total of 9 eliminations, and we are down to just 9 teams and 20 remaining. And OPJ, the surreal, doesn't look good for them. Taking out OPJ here as well. EQZ is thriving over here. You can see RLXs. Now RLXs, we definitely need a really strong comeback from you guys. They've always known to be the best. GD over here, taking out, and Pogs being wiped out completely as well. I think he shouldn't have given away his position like that. So with that, 2B Esports has been eliminated in the 8th position. You can see we're down to 7 teams and just 18 remaining. TLQ's last man standing here as well. I think he's the only solo man so far. And Nafla being taken out by Storm. Here comes Star. And Star being taken out as well, unfortunately. I do not know how to pronounce this name. Japanese guy, I guess. Alright, so let's see if they will take out EQZ or would EQZ take out DDX. It's gonna be a pattern down to the next guy. I don't know that. They literally sandwiched Team DDX. So we're down to 16 and 13 remaining. Alright, so we can see RLXs being taken out here by GG's. Dang, GG's. And with that, taking out Storm as well over here by Solo. Bro, Solo on fire. Solo is definitely on fire, guys. If only he could go and rush them right now. Damn, that would have been amazing. It's just Octane who's there. I think Solo definitely, rush and get the confirm the kills here, guys. Because why? Why aren't you rushing? You should have rushed, to be honest. Alright, so we can see Octane has taken Omega's revive over here. We got Storm. Solo is in a really good position over here, guys. He should have rushed though. Unfortunately. He's having a perfect clutch of his own, confirming 3 eliminations so far. And here comes the rush by Omega against Solo. And here comes a perfect nade. Let's see if the nade connects to Omega, or would it connect to Solo instead? Oops, I don't think it connected to either of them. We can see a rotation over here by Octane. And let's see if the vehicle, it does, unfortunately. So with that, EQZs were able to secure the first chicken dinner. Alright guys, so let's give it up one more time for your winning teams. LFEQZ, we got Omega, we got Octane, we got REBORN and also Storm here as well. So a beautiful squad vibe after squad vibe there. And I mean, they almost had it, Solo almost had it there towards the end. Unfortunately, because he was not fast on his feet, he was not able to secure the chicken. All right, so Chicken Hunters. Ooh, that's a perfect name to say it. Semifinals match one here by EQZ. So, briefing down onto the whoops, that was a little bit of a fish there. All right. So, briefing down on the eliminations, we can see 9 eliminations for Storm, 3 eliminations for Revor, Octane with 5, and Omega with 4 eliminations. So, with that, guys, they were able to secure 21 eliminations in total. Well done, well played. Let's move into the next stat. Alright, so most valuable player for match 1 of Stpo Season 1 semifinals. Storm with a total of 9 eliminations, 925 damage, 4 assists, and 265 heals. So there you have it, guys, your most valuable player. Left Stormy QZ. Alright, so moving straight on to your leaderboard for match 1. At the very top, Sandstorm with 9 eliminations, Sadia with 7 eliminations, Omega with 4 eliminations, Octane with 5 eliminations, and Tabs with 3 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your leaderboard so far for semifinals match 1. Alright, so moving on to your match rankings, I'll start with the bottom. Hashtag 19 stands FRS and VE with 0 points. Hashtag 17 Lord Gaming, Master Gaming, ZYKI, and In-Gamer, Gangsters with 1 point each, DEFCON IRCs with 2 points each, DDX 3, Team X4 is 3, 2B Esports 4, number 1 Esports and Bravo 6 with 5 each, Fearless with 6, TLQ Legends with 10, GODZxRLX with 10, and GZ Reborn with 12, and hashtag 1 stands EQZs with a total of 31 points. The gap is real over here, but let's see if they would be able to keep up with the same momentum for the next match, or would there be any other team who would be able to break the record before they make a momentum over there. Right, so moving on to today's schedule, guys. Erangel has been concluded with a total of 31 points by EQZs. So next up, we got Miramar, everyone's least or most favorite. I mean, the reason why I'm saying least is because people really hate driving across those mountainous terrains, that's for certain. But some find it really enthusiastic, and Miramar is well known for how you would be able to score placement points. So before we head straight into Miramar, guys, let's head on to a quick short break, and we'll definitely gear up with a most aggressive gameplay by the teams that will be participating for today's STPO Season 1 semifinals. Group A. Well, hello and welcome back, guys, back onto the track. Standing with you today, he's, well, your one and only, J-Lo, and in the comments, some people actually call me Gaylo. Well, that was how I used to be known. Let's head direct straightly into Miramar for Stpo Season's 1 semifinals. You can see the plane path has been created diagonally, pointing towards the southern side of the map, all the way from El Azhar to Parthona. So we can see about three teams heading towards the northern side, a couple of teams heading towards, I think it's bugged again because we can't really see almost all of the teams, but like only a few. Or maybe, the teams haven't really jumped into their destined locations as of yet. You can definitely see, guys, a lot of teams are heading towards the southern side rather than the northern. That's quite unfortunate, to be honest. Okay, but would you look at that circle, guys? How ironically it has been shifted towards a very, very different path from the plain pathway itself. Okay, so we can see a lot of rich people in today's STPO Season 1 semifinals. All right, so we can see, I think we should be able to see an early clash, most possibly amongst TLQ versus EQZ, or else definitely DDXs versus um, VEs. And okay, I think it's a bug over here. Yeah, it's not. So we can see two teams heading towards the southern side as well. I think it should be the Faris girls, and I'm not certain who the other team is because I can't really see it. Arthona, one squad and two squads in Valadimar. 2B, Chumasera seems to be very, very crowded. Let's see who would be able to get the first knock, the first blood in the map of Miramar. I am so excited. Then there's a drop clash happening towards the southern side of the map, if you can see. Okay, so it is the AOR girly. I mean, I'm not sure if they're girls or boys. Well, I mean, making assumptions is actually not good. I think we are having a bit of technical issue over here. Not sure what exactly happened. Well, sorry about that, guys. We were actually, I mean, I was actually having a little bit of a connection issue over there. Completely. So 1 HP lowered over here, trying to get a Alright, the connection issue seems to be very, very disturbing right now. Alright, so we're back on track. We can see, if you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see EQs. None of the teams have actually scored points so far, unless, of course, we can see Fearless with 3 points, 2Bs with 1 point, IRCs with 4 points. Team ZYKI has been taken out completely. And we can see Masters, one of the members is not there. Fearless, one of the members is not there. FRG, no wait, if it's FRS. My eyes. Right, so FRS just a solo man standing. Let's see if the solo man would be able to keep up till the end. Till the end. All right, we did not see that. All right, oh, what a cute vehicle it is. I think that should be Cheems, isn't it? Well-known emote of a doggy. Alright, so Dion would be the last man standing for FRS, and you can see DDX Esports over here, looking into VE. So we are down to 18 teams and 66 remaining still. See who would be able to get the second. Who would be the second team to be eliminated early on? Okay, VE Esports. I'm so sorry, I need to hydrate myself. Alright, feels much better. Okay, so guys, we can see 2 teams are still, 4 teams, 5 teams out in the zone still. That feels like, they're trying to make it into the zone very safely, securing the edge of the zone. And we can see there's about 4 to 5, 6 teams holding on to the mid of the zone. IRCs are holding a really good position over here at the church location. But I would say definitely it'll be number 1 and 2B Esports are who would be holding on to perfect rotations or perfect locations over there. Right, so we're still stagnant at 18 teams and we're still down to just stage 2 of this circle. By stage 4 is when you would be able to witness the real game action, the real gameplay, and it's gonna be very exhausting for you to watch as well because these teams have not come here just to participate. They've come here to level up in the previous match. And a spray going over here by Dilla against VEs. Alright, let's see, and they almost got Vicky down there. Perfect spray over here by Dilla, guys. Let's see if they're able to secure the lock as well. Dilla getting a couple of shots here. My RCs trying to take down their vehicle as well. With that, we can see RLX is going straight at VEs, guys. I think Vicky is left alone here. Unfortunately, his team did not stay back. They were trying to play it easy. They were trying to play it very, safely. So they don't want to take early fights right on itself. But Dilla's health doesn't look good either. Gangsters over here, and we've got Cheem's vehicle. An ice cream popping out. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 65 remaining. Hit Gangsters. They're having a really good position over here, holding on to the top of the mountains. DXstar looting the airdrop meanwhile. This is a really, really good position to hold, guys. The mountains are the best positions to hold so far, by my opinion. There are its cones as well. And if you get third party from the behind, well, behind shots are gonna be very, very brutal for you. Trust me. Right. So if you take a look at the leaderboard, at the very top stands IRCs tentatively with 4 eliminations. See, VE Bravo 6 B6s over here. That's one of the known powerhouses over here as well. So we're looking at TLQs and a couple of shots being shot at Tabs and Tabs being taken out by Dilla over here, guys. Dilla is rotating from very, very unknown places. Well done, well done. Alright, so Mirage taking out Zombie here as well. Wait a second. Oh no, taking out Mirage over here by Hexa. Sadia taking out Kenzo as well. Dilla taking out Tabs with a vehicle elimination and going back to his teammates, knowing that his teammates need help here. Mirage fortunately can be revived. So 2 teams so far for RLXs. We're still stagnant with 18 teams and 64 remaining. In-gamer YT over here taking out Massa, confirming 1 elimination. Now how did that happen over here? Alright, so I don't think the DEFCONs are going away, guys. The DEFCONs are like sharks. They're pounding on to avenge their friend's death. Overlooking the gamers because they need to be getting the zone as well. Igris. That's a really nice name, to be honest. Igris. I love it. Okay. Very, very uncommon. Never seen that before. Okay, so is it Igris or is it Igris? I think I'd better call it Igris. It sounds very catchy with, an accent. Igris. Alright, so we got Kenzo over here. Trigger, but Dilla. Better watch out, guys, because Dilla is overlooking into all of y'all. You'll never know from where he pops up. ELQ Legend. Zombie, Kenzo, Hexa. We got the EQZs over here as well. I think EQZs are holding on to the high grounds. I think should be around Power Grid. In between Power Grid and I don't remember the other side's name. Anyways, we can see 8 B6 over here. 14 shots get connected. None of it does. The LQs versus B6s. I don't think it's very wise of Hate to put his head out at this moment. Right, so guys, in a couple of seconds we can definitely see the circle will be shrinking in, and let's see where the circle is going. What the hell was that? Circle is being very, very what do I say, ironic right now. It's trying to play with all these teams, guys. Technically it should have shrunk towards the west side. Sorry, the east side, but it goes towards the western. That is well, never mind. PUBG is very, very it's from it as of now, with all the updates and the bugs. Updates PUBG after all. Right, so B6 is over here. I think almost all of the teams are heading towards the zone early on itself, because the earlier you can secure the mid, the earlier you can take easy fights and a couple of knocks as well. VEs, I think one of the team members were not here. It's gonna be a duo versus a squad situation. Alright, so we are back on track, guys. 2B Esports over here. 18 teams and 62 remaining. Alright, so Team X Forces over here. I think I'm having a little bit of connection issues. I'm not certain why. Alright, so Team X Forces, Dizzy, Dice. Sorry, they the only person to call him Dice because I've been calling him Dizzy all this time. Alright, so Dice has been taken out here. And being knocked out as well. And Nasir right behind us. Right, so now wait a second. I know that vehicle. Nasir taking out Freeze over here as well. Right, so let's see guys, Lima being taken out here as well. Joker over here. Joker being taken out here by perfect spray by Nero Goid. Unfortunately, I mean, look at his health though. He better heal up, guys, else that'll. What? Okay, never mind. Alright, so he does have some spare time to heal up. But Nasir is right behind their tail. If we take a look at the leaderboard, we can definitely see one hits with 2, eliminations Fearless with 3, number 1 with 2. Still down to 18 teams and 58 remaining. Hit Gangsters. Alright, so Nero got taken out except Joker completely. Even with that, they were able to confirm 3 eliminations so far. Let me just hydrate real quick. Alright, so Hit Gangsters decides to take a different route, a different rotation towards a different angle. And see, we're still stagnant at 18 teams and 57 remaining. Alright, so we can see AOR Fearless are definitely gonna get the clash against the Gangsters. We got the Princes over here. We got Fearless, we got Jen, we got Boom. Right, so let's see, it's a very awaiting moment and a couple of names being thrown here, and I feel like Princess is trying to boost up. That's a really wise move. It's a really good strategy to keep yourself boosted to the max. Ooh, is she gonna get burned? She's very wise here. She's really wise, because the new Molotov would definitely come back and take her elevated position. What the hell was that? Fearless. He is fearless. So the name suits him. He is absolutely fearless. And here comes Hitman being taken out over here by Jen. Perfect. A chef's kiss. Absolute vanquish. And with that, Hit cancelled in the 18th position. So we're down to the 17 teams and 50 remaining. And with that, I think we are having a little bit of technical issues one more time. Let's get that fixed as soon as we can. Obviously, Dave is going to sort it on this. So we are back on track again, guys, and we can see GODZxRLX over here. I think they just had a couple of shots being here and there. They've taken a fight already. AOR Fearless, I think they don't have a vehicle to get into the zone. So we're down to 16 teams and IRC is taking out number. Ooh, Ash. Ooh, Fearless. 5 eliminations so far for Fearless, but unfortunately I think the zone is too strong for them, guys, and it's not going to be easy for either of them. Lucky have been taken out by the zone, Raptor being knocked out, Lahi being knocked out. Confirmed simultaneously, and we're down to the last 14 teams and 50 remaining. Lucky are being taken out, number 1 esports being taken out, and DDX is over here. Nafla. I'm not sure what he's done. And lost health the previous second runners up for the first match. A bit of tongue twister. So IRC is taking out Woods, and with that, B6s have been eliminated. Right, so if you take a look at the tabletop, we can see IRC is leading with 7 eliminations. AQZs, I feel like they were not able to get the same momentum as they had previously, but let's not judge. I mean, obviously, we are still in stage 5, 6, 7 could definitely be, the stage for them, so we'll never know towards the end. Fearless, last man standing over here. Confident over, very confident. Able to secure 5 eliminations, but I don't think that right in the comp. Oh, bro. Fearless. He is mind-blowing now. Dion better be warned, because Fearless is gonna come at you fearlessly if you do lead any foot ahead. And here it is, guys. Fearless knows that Dion is right here. Getting all into that aggressive position, trying to take out Dion. Let's see if it's going to be Dion or would it be Fearless. Obviously, he's going to be very aggressive, and here comes the nade. Dion, I think, getting into a different angle over here. And here comes Fearless. Who would it be, guys? ZYKI versus Fearless. Taking out Dion over there. Beautiful shots over with his S12K. And with that, he secures 7 eliminations in total, individually, and team-wise, he has secured 10 eliminations. And with that, they were able to score at they were able to rise above the chaos and stay ahead at the very top of the leaderboard. And EQZs have definitely started their mission as well, leading with 4 points. On hits with 3, IRCs with 8. A fearless team. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Right, so with that, Master Gaming has been eliminated, and we are hitting straight into stage 7 of the zone with just 54 seconds. VE Esports being taken out as well. Down to last 5 teams and 15 remaining. DDXs with 8 eliminations so far. Let's see if DDX would be able to keep up with the same momentum like they had previously and secure chicken dinner. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also do drop us your predictions down in the comments below. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the second chicken dinner? Am I seeing things, or is there not a tie in that? Still, the vehicle goes fast. Okay. We're stagnant with 5 teams, guys. 15 remaining. EQZ, Fearless, One Hit, DDX, IRC. Who do you think would be able to secure the second chicken dinner for the day? And with that, Dila taking out Star over here. Dila taking out the Japanese dude as well. Leo's taking out Star, unfortunately, and Dila confirming the Japanese guy. I don't know if it's Japanese or Korean. Okay, so with that, guys, One Hit were able to secure elimination. Shadow unfortunately takes out Fearless, and Octane taking out Dilla. I don't think he would be able to secure the elimination though, because here comes DDX as well. Look at the circle size, guys. We're hitting it off with stage 7 and Sadia taking out DDXs. That's going to be just 4 teams. AQZs, One Hit, DDX, IRCs, and Chatu being knocked out over here by Storm. Storm taking out Chatu, confirming, and Roy being knocked out as well by Mirage. Mirage bringing up his momentum back against last man standing for DDX right here, Nyx. Securing 9 eliminations so far for the team. Let's see if he's able to contribute more. Now, One Hit is definitely having more advantage for them, given that all of their members are alive. EQZs with a duo and DDX with a solo man. So it's not going to be easy for the rest of the teams. And we can see Storm is completely way out of the zone, and so is Octane. So getting into the zone is going to be very, very hard for them. And we can see Sadia taking out Octane. Last man standing for EQZ would be Storm himself. I think I used to call him Stormy back in the days. Alright, so I think Mirage overlooking into Storm's position over there. We all know what sort of an OG Mirage was, and you can definitely see time over here. Dila trying to take. Wow, a Beautiful position over here, guys. Absolutely beautiful over here. Overlooking to Storm, and I feel like Storm is going into a heal battle. I don't think he would have the time because the zone is very critically damaged, like critically. I'm emphasizing on the critical part over there. And Storm unfortunately dies. I feels like the probability of a chicken dinner for one hit is a 73% as per the stats, and with that, yep, it was 100% now. So there you have it, guys. Your champion of the match for the second match for the day, Miramar. Let's give it up for your gods into one hit RLX. Well done, well played. All right, guys. So we are done. Let's give it up one more time for your winning team. One hit gods RLX. Well done, well played, guys. I mean, definitely, if you take a look at the live chat, we can see the hype is surreal for RLX. People always got their back over there, and it is amazing how well they were able to, keep up with the same momentum and go straight at it for the chicken dinner itself. All right, so your chicken hunters for match twos, STPO season one semifinals, one hit. RLX and Goods hit one hit Dilla with three eliminations, Grigor with one elimination, Mirage with one elimination, and Sadia with three eliminations. So there you have it, guys. A total of 8 eliminations, 1,959 total damage. Unfortunately, there were a couple of knocks as well. They kind of missed out and were not able to secure it, else the eliminations would have been increased by a 2 or a 3. So moving on to your most valuable player, well, very obvious. He is the powerhouse for Team Fearless, AOR Fearless, with a total of 7 eliminations, 845 damage, 1 assist, and 778 healings. Well done, Fearless. Keep up with the same momentum. Would love to see you thriving and achieving more in the couple of matches that we're going to have. But let's see, there might be other players as well who would be battling it out to get the most valuable player title as well. So it's not going to be easy for either of the team individuals gameplay. As moving on to your leaderboard, Fearless with a total of 7 eliminations, Star with a total of 5 eliminations, Shadow with 5 eliminations, Dilla with 3 eliminations, and Pug X with 3 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your leaderboard for STPO Season 1 semifinals, Match 2. Let's move into your next stat. Alright, so moving on to your match twos, match ranking. Let's start with the bottom. Hashtag 19, ZYKI, B6, DEFCONs with 0 points. Lloyd Gaming, number 1 esports, X4s, FRS Girls with a point each. Master Gaming in Gamer YT, VE Esports with 2 points each. Reborn Legends with 3 points each. Gangster 2B with 4 points each. Hashtag 5, EQZ12. Hashtag 4, AOR Fearless 13. Hashtag 3, IRCs with 14. Hashtag 2, DDX Esports with 15. And hashtag 1, let's give it up for your one hit GODZxRLX with a total of 18 points. So there you have it, guys, your match ranking so far. I mean, match ranking just for match 2. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so moving on to overall standings, let's start from the bottom Z to A. Hashtag 19 stands Captain ZYKI and FRS Girls with a point each. DEFCON Load Gaming VE with 2 points each. Monster Gaming in Gamer with 3 points each. X4s with point each. B6 with 5. Gangsters with 5. Number 1 Esports with 6. 2B Esports with 8. TLQ with 13. GG Reborns with 15. IRCs with 16. DDX Esports with 18. Fearless with 19. The hashtag 2 comes GODZxRLX with 28 points. Hashtag 1 stands EQZs with a total of 43 points. So a gap of 40 plus over here, 20 plus over here. Let's see if the teams are able to catch up with the teams who are at the top of the leaderboard. We do have 3 more matches left out to be played. Now moving on to our leaderboard, overall leaderboard rather. Stands at the very top. Som with 12 eliminations. Sadia with 10 eliminations. Fearless with 9 eliminations, and Octane with 7, and Omega with 6. So there you have it, guys. Your leaderboard so far concluding match 2. We do have 3 matches left out to be played, so it could be a tentative leaderboard for now. It could shift, it could change. So moving on to today's schedule. EKZ is devouring match 1 Erangel, match 2 being dominated by one hit GODZxRLX's, the map of Miramar, obviously. Now we will be moving on to everyone's favorite, everyone's known map, obvious greenery terrain of Sanhok. But before our soldiers gear up straight into Sanhok, guys, I feel like we might need to give them a break, to refreshen up, like reload their guns and collect enough utilities to make sure that they would be able to head on to the next team, and stand at the very top of the leaderboard. My tongue is twisting too much because I really need to get myself a break as well. All right, so let's head on to a quick, short break. All right, so there were a couple of technical issues that I think the team and myself are actually facing. Not sure as to what exactly has gone wrong. So moving straight into Sanhok, guys, we can see a lot of teams are heading towards the northern side of the map, and we can definitely see an early clash, I believe, around in ruins. For certain Camp Charlie cave area as well. Also around in Tatmok, and I don't think none of the teams are going to Paradise. Let's see, guys, because this is fascinating to watch. Absolutely fascinating. You can see the Paris girls going straight at it against in-game. This is the second time they're heading like a clash between them. I think it's gonna be a 2v2 situation at the moment in here. Game is rushing straight into FRS. Let's take a closer view. Alright, so you can see the team has already taken their positions in. It's gonna be a bit hard for the in-game teamers as well. And here comes the first knock over here, guys. Taking out Swan over here by Ronnie. Ginny over here trying to take the 1v1, and down goes Ginny as well over here, confirming the kill as well. Was it a Ginny or Dion? I don't think it was a bug, isn't it? Alright, so we can see the team has secured 2 elimination points already. Down to 19 teams and 71 remaining still. B6s have secured 2 eliminations so far. I think they had a fight with the GGs, I believe, and number 1 Wolf going against the Lords. Picking up Baba as well. Cute names now all of these team members are having these days. Prince, Princess, Baba, Fajit, Tachi. Right, so Lord Gaming, one of their members have been unfortunately taken out, and the one hits are right behind their tail, unless of course they decide to move into a different location into safety, at least try to get some placement points. Mirage taking out the TLQs over here. Taking out Kenzo. Xeno's taking out tabs and confirming tabs as well, and here comes Dila. I think, whoa, they have looted Paradise so fast, and they're already heading straight into their opponent's layers already. Now, that's exactly how teams need to be strategized, guys. That is exactly how you need to be taken out. And one his hate has been eliminated as well. Ronin. One more nade and definitely Ronin is gonna be going out. And OPJ taking out Senos and Ilahel, taking out Hate, and Woods taking out Ilahel, and with that team GG Reborn have been completely eliminated. It's the first team to be eliminated as well. Now we're down to 18 teams, just 65 remaining. Right, so we got the GODZxRLX over here. ZYKI taking out a knock against Captains. Ruins. It's a situation between Greens, and we have a situation between Paradise as well. And here comes the rush by Dila over here, guys. Fearlessly rushing straight into the enemy's lair, not aware really as to where the enemies could be. He's gonna take the 1v1, and he does it perfect with his DBS shots, and taking out another as well. Dila, are you an IGL or are you a fan? Tell me that first. Okay. Right, so let's see. It's gonna be a 4v2 situation over here. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're gonna use by in-game of IT, and down goes Ronin as well. So last man standing would be Mad Max. Let's see if Mad Max is about to take the 1v4. Would he be trying to play it out safe and secure a couple of elimination securement points for the team? But unfortunately, he decided to avenge for his team members, and Mad Max has been taken out completely. GODZxRLXs devouring one another, guys, like monsters. With that, they lead the top of the leaderboard with a total of 5 elimination points so far, and B6 with 4 elimination points so far. B is with 4 elimination points so far as well. Alright, so 16 teams remaining. I think 3 teams. INGs and ZYKI. Alright, so let's take a look at the leaderboard. We can see almost all of the teams are having all of their squad members alive except for B6, Team Lord, and FRS with a solo man once again. Right. So, Sanhok is definitely pretty much equipped with, the fun time entertainment 24/7. That's for certain. And we can see Master Gaming's heading straight into the layer of the VEs. Here comes the VEs, guys. ZYKI with his nade. Let's see if the nade connects either of them. Comes King Gaming's Your Father. Okay. And the nade perfectly being executed against King Gaming over here. Dilla being knocked out over by Venom, guys. I think number ones are having a fight against GODZxRLXs. Becomes more nades against Master Gaming. Wait a second, what just happened there? The GG is taking out VEs. Alright, so the members are over here already. I thought Master Gaming was doing a solo play over here. And here it is, guys. B9 trying to take a different angle, different location, but we keep trying to take out the revive here as well. Let's see if he would be able to connect the nade or if the other nade would connect to him. Master Gaming taking a whole new different rotation over here. And here it is, guys. Unfortunately, he was not able to take the revive. And B9 taking a knock here over against Master Gaming. Here comes Mastermind versus Vic. Taking out a beautiful knock over here by Vic against B9. And Vic being knocked out over here. It's going to be a 1v1 situation, guys. ZYKI versus Mastermind. Now, obviously, we know who the Shotgun King is. And that goes down. Master Gaming. Moving on to the other side, what on earth is happening over here? Adios being taken out by Sadia. Now, when it comes to Sanhok, guys, I'm telling you that they feel the fire, right? They've already secured an 8 elimination so far. And yeah, so does VEs as well with 8 eliminations. Now, Sanhok is definitely, these teams are very, how do I say, skilled when it comes to playing Sanhok. Because that's the map everyone would love to have as well, right? So we can see EQZs over here, PDXs, and last solo girl going away from the chaos. Right, so Chatul being knocked out over here by Sadia. The last man standing for Team IRC would be Adios. 15 teams remaining with 42 remaining, guys. Freeze taking out Raptor and Omega taking out the Japanese guy as well. Mirage. He's on a different level today. Knocks after knocks, and with that GODZx Esports have been taken out, and the EQZ is securing 4 eliminations so far. Dominating with 10 eliminations so far. Well, that just escalated to 11 eliminations. Quick. Yep, that quick. Number 1 Esports being eliminated, and we're down to last 13 teams and 36 remaining. That was very soothing to hydrate myself. Right, so a minute and a half seconds left for the zone to close into stage 3. TLQ's last 2 men standing, Hexa and Zombie. Now, we obviously did see a really good gameplay by Hexa before in the Erangel, to recall. But unfortunately, I don't think he was not able to get the same momentum, the same rhythm, and that's where you guys come in for support. Do drop your favorite teams and root for them, cheer for them, because they need your virtual support as well. They need to see that you guys are supporting them for morality as well. So give them that energy, give them that motivation, give them the support that they require from y'all. I know it's a small little gesture can actually give them big motivations, big expectations as well. So let's head back straight into the game, guys. Team X Forces, TLQs, EQZs, 1 hit, Fearless, IRCs, VEs, B62B, 1 hit, Team X, DEFCONs, and FRS. Alright, so we can see 2 solo men. For IRC, we have a solo man, as well as for FRS, FRS with 1 man as well. Okay, so we can definitely see 2 teams are still out of the zone, and they might need to, they might have to go through a hell of a battle to get into the zone. Now let's see, because Defcons are holding on to a really good position on top of Tapmock. It looks like a really good spot, to be honest. EQZs might have to have a clash against TLQ's Hexa. Let's see, guys. Zombie and Hexa both still here, and EQZ is heading straight. I think they did not notice them, so they're just passing by. Alright. So we're down to last 13 teams and 36 remaining. RLXs are definitely having a time of their own over here, guys. Sanhok versus Sanhok. And here comes the spray by Sadia. I actually got a wound in my mouth. It's gonna be very hard for me to, commentate at a stretch, but I'll try my best to do this. Definitely not outgo. This is something that needs, top-notch casting, that's for certain. So RLX is chasing. Bro, are you seeing this? They're chasing the opponents over here. They take out knocks after knocks. Here comes Team Fearless. Alright, so Team Fearless heading straight into a safer location, as you can see, because RLXs may need to get into the zone somehow. 330 meters away, and Die is taking out Zombie, confirming the kill as well. So that will be Prince. Whoopsie daisy, confirming Dila over here. Dila should have been a bit concerned, vigilant about his surroundings, to be honest, at that point. Right, Load Gaming confirming what Prince, confirming one kill and contributing it to the team. But here comes Grigor right behind their tail to avenge his teammate's death. We can see, we can definitely see Fearless is taking a different angle, different approach. Grigor trying to be very vigilant around his surroundings. Still stagnant with 13 teams and 34 remaining, guys. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the third chicken for the day? This is very nerve-wracking, guys. Very, very nerve-wracking. Alright, so still stagnant with 13 teams and 34 remaining. Don't think the teams are going to get into fights early on itself, but mind you, stage 4, stage 5, now that's the top-notch entertainment that you need to witness. Alright, so let's move into the live chat for a quick second, since none of the teams are heading into fights already. You can see a lot of support. Oh, a lot of support for me. Thank you so much, guys. That means a lot. It means a lot. I should do international casting. I mean, yeah, I remember doing it once for an Indonesian tournament. That was some time ago. I think I should get back into international casting as well, guys. To be honest, I think I should. What do you guys think? Do drop your suggestions, your opinions as well in the comments down below. Bring the hype up for the teams who are participating today. Stpo season 1, and a lot of support here for RLX, guys. And EQZs as well. Alright, so Princess taking the first knock over here against Ash. See if she would be able to confirm the kill. Itachi being knocked out by Saadi and Mirage are like, what on earth? Bro, I think you're playing the role of an IGL. Role of a fragger than an IGL there. And wait, what just happened there? I didn't see that. Essa. Beautiful spray, I believe, against FRS last man. We're down to 12 teams and 33 remaining, guys. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the third chicken? For your STPO is match 3, Sanhok. EQZ is going against Fearless's. Sadia taking out River over here. Third party it aggressively. Here comes RLX's straight into B6's layer. Here comes an 8, guys. I think that's over here. Let's see, it's gonna be a 1v1. What on earth was that made? Woods taking out both Rigger and Mirage taking out Jade as well, and taking out Woods. Mirage beautifully executed him over there. So let's see, Grigor is being revived here. Meanwhile, we've also got Omega right behind their tails as well. Octane, a spray over here by Jen. It's up to Fearless to save the day or break the day again. Guys, and here comes the spray by Fearless and taking, ooh, almost there. Take Octane out, and fortunately, both of the players seems to be really playing well. So sprays versus sprays being taken out and play zone taking out Nasil. We're down to last 11 teams. Now the zone is going to be critically damaging, guys. I think it's best if Fearless could get into the zone somehow. And yeah, like I said, zone is critically damaging. I don't think there's enough time for them to do the revival, but let's see if they do. Well, I'm going to call that Ella. Right, so we can see none of the teams are heading straight into, Cow itself, but here comes Zigma. That was a beautiful TikTok that I actually witnessed of Zigma early today. Well, if you know, you know, Zigma. Alrighty, Dai is taking out Zigma over here. Joker taking out Storm. And here you have it, guys. ADR Gen being taken out, and Dai is taking out Zigma completely, with that Lord Gaming being eliminated, and Adio is taking out Mirage. Adio is taking out Bridger as well. It's up to Sadia to save the day or break the day, guys. Well, that felt so good, refreshing when I hydrated. Alright, so TLQ Legends being eliminated, and we're down to last 9 teams with 19 remaining. Sadia on the move over here. I don't think he would have enough time to revive his teammate Mirage though, and as expected, he did not. So Team Fearless being eliminated as well. Last 8 teams with just 17 remaining. Sadia solo man trying to do a survival game over here. Adio is being knocked out because of the zone. VE Esports over here. An elimination point so far, and B9's situation doesn't look good over here. I take up B9. Your fate. It's not your father, it's your fate. Anyways. And B9 trying to take a knock here with a grenade. Unfortunately, it's a situation between DEFCONs versus... Wait, what just happened there? How did DICE get in there? DEFCONs versus VEs versus we got the X-Forces as well. Revive happening here. Vicky and your fate being knocked out as well. Gotta say it with an accent. Alright, so DEFCONs over here, guys. Vimu taking a heal over here. B9 trying to... I don't know exactly what he's trying to do. But yeah, so DEFCONs are getting into their secured locations as well. Vicky over here taking out Vimu. And with that, GODZxRLX have been eliminated as well. The 7th position, we're down to 6 teams and just 13 remaining. DE Esports rushing straight into DEFCONs, but would you look at that, there's DEFCONs holding ground towards the edge of the zone, but we got the EQs is right behind their tail as well. Nade going over here by Vicky, and a beautiful execution over here against Massa. See if we'd be able to confirm the kill as well. And unfortunately, Remo steals the kill over there. With that, Vicky was not able to secure the kill, and we had 2B Esports being eliminated. So last 5 teams, guys, which is 11 remaining. Alright, so 5 plus 5 teams, 11 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the 3rd chicken dinner for the day? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you're rooting for, guys. Here comes a nade. Let's see if the nade connects to any of them. And it does. I'm not certain. Not able to see the feed. Here comes Revo, guys, and taking... What? Bro, what? What happened there? I did not see that. And there you have it, guys. VEs are in definite trouble. XFs are definitely in trouble as well. Getting into the zone is not easy. EQZ's Omega being taken out. The last man would be Octane. It's gonna be a situation between DEFCON's EQZ's versus Team XF. Here comes the nade. Nade almost disconnect to him. So it's gonna be a situation between Octane versus Team X Forces Phrase. Phrase versus Octane, guys. And here comes Octane, all being burned up like a barbecue, and down goes Octane. And with that, Team X Forces were able to secure the deal for the third chicken dinner. Well done, well played, guys. The probabilities were even stagnant. All right, so there you have it, guys. Your winner chicken dinner for the third map of the day, Sanhok, Team X Forces. Well done, well played, guys. Moving straight into the stats. Alright, so moving straight into your stats, guys, we can see at the very top stands Joker with 1 elimination point, Dice with 2 elimination points. Dice is actually pronounced as Dizzy, you know that, and Freeze with 5 elimination points, and Ash with 0 eliminations, and a total of 8 elimination points for Team X with a total damage of 1,379. So there you have it, guys, your chicken hunters for match 3. Moving on to your most valuable player, let's give it up for one hit, Dilla, with a total of 7 eliminations, 781 damage, 2 assists, and 162 healings. There you have it, guys, your most valuable player, and IGL coming into the most valuable player title. Perfect. Alright, so let's move into your next stat. Right, so moving straight into your leaderboard, at the very top stands Zilla with a total of 7 eliminations, Fries with 5 eliminations, Omega with 5 eliminations, Octane with 3 eliminations, and Mirage with 4 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your leaderboard for match 3's Stpo Season 1 semi-finals. Well done, well played, guys. Keep up with the same momentum because we have 2 more matches left out to be played. In terms of your match rankings for match 3, let's start from Z to A. Captain ZYKI, TLQ, and FRS with 0 points. Lord Gaming, Master Gaming with 1 point. AOR, Fearless, and In-Gamer number 1 esports and GG Reborn, 2B esports, DDX with 2 points each, B6 IRCs with 4 points each, Gangsters with 5 points each, Defcons with 9, hashtag 4 RLX 14, hashtag 3 VE 16, hashtag 2 EQZ 17, and hashtag 1. Let's give it up for Team X Force with a total of 18 points. Well done, well played, guys. Let's keep up with the same momentum. We have 2 matches left out to be played out, but before that, let's take a look into your overall standings concluding match 3. Once again, let's go from Z to A. Captain ZYKI, FRS with 1 point, Lord Gaming with 3, Master Gaming with 4, In Gamer with 5, number 1 esports with 8, B6 with 9, esports, 2B and Gangsters with 10 points each, Defcons with 11, Legends with 13, Reborn with 17, VE esports with 18, IRCs and DDX esports with 20 each, AOR Fearless with 21 points, X Force with 22, RLXs with 42, and EQZs with 60 points. So there you have it, guys, your overall standings so far concluding match 3. Now let's move into your next stat. Alright, so moving straight into your leaderboard for semifinals, concluding match 3. At the top stands GODZxRLX with 12 eliminations, AOR Fearless with 11 eliminations, LF Omega EQZ with 11 eliminations, Storm with 12 eliminations, Octane with 10 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your leaderboard so far concluding match 3. Let's give it up one more time for Sadia, Fearless, Omega, Storm, Octane. Alright, so moving on to today's schedule for semi-finals, at match 1 being devoured by EQZs, match 2 being completely dominated by One Hit RLX, and match 3 Team X Forces rising above the chaos, guys. Now we do have 4 matches left out to be played. So match 4, well, that's obviously Miramar. So before we head straight into Miramar, obviously we're going to take a quick short break because you need to gather all those water bottles before you head into a mountainous and a very, very heated, sunny desert of a map. But before that, guys, I just want to say, thank you so much for the support down in the comments down below, the support that you have given for the teams and also for obviously me as well. And let's not forget, Slayer and Dave for their immense contribution here out as well. Let's head on to a short, quick break now. Ladies and gentlemen and warriors, hello again, and it's J Lo, back on track again. So we'll be heading straight on to well, the map of Miramar, obviously. So we were done with three matches so far, concluding very intense battlefields. We were able to see how EQZ X forces and one hit RLXs were also able to rise above the chaos. So we have two maps left out to be played. Let's see who would be able to secure the fourth chicken for the day. So let's head straight into um your map of Miramar. But before that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also support your favorite teams down in the comments down below as much as you guys support me down in the comments. Would love to see you guys reaching out for your favorite teams because, virtually supporting for your teams would actually enhance and boost their morals as well. And that would definitely give them the energy to drive forward because they know that, they've got the virtual support for them. Right, so less talking, more action. Let's head straight into your map of Miramar now. Alright, so the map has been diagonally cut down all the way from truck stop to what on earth is that name? Minas del Sur? Okay, never mind. So we can see a lot of teams heading towards the northern side. We can see DEFCONs, GGs. I wasn't sure what the other team is because I was not able to see that. We can see in-game going into Impala. We can see EQs heading towards their usual locations. He is going into Los Leons. DDXs taking out a different route. And we can see FRS. We can see 2Bs. Alright, so almost all of the teams have already secured their locations. Impala people are very lucky. Not a single team actually comes to them. And the first circle has already been established. Now, only just four teams, are out of the zone. So they need to get into the zone as much as they can, as possibly as they can, perhaps preferably holding on to the mid of the zone. So that gives them more opportunities to hold on to placements, secure a couple of eliminations as well, because I've noticed playing zone edge is okay as long as you got your full squad in. But let's say if you have like 42 people in, well, that's going to be very harsh on you. Alrighty, so we can see team FRS's Ginny taking out a knock against Mirage. Sanhok has been established in, but let's see if they would be able to get the first kill secured as well. And not a lot of action is actually happening here. That's quite unfortunate. Well, it is the map of Miramar. It's not a surprise, teams mostly get into face-to-face fights the minute the zone starts to shrink into stage 5, stage 6, stage 4. Obviously you're going to notice a little bit of fights back and forth here and there. None of the teams are fighting. Come on, we need action, guys. Rush against one another. I know Miramar is a big map, but the viewers are waiting to see an opportunity from your end, so we'd love to see what exactly is happening from your end as well. Still no fights. Well, that gives us more spare time to perhaps go towards the live section, the live comment section, and see what sort of teams are getting support. We can see TLQ, we can see EQZ, we can see RLX, we can see GGs. A lot of RLX supporters. Alrighty, so there you have it, guys. The second knock and the third knock. GGs, bro. Speak of the devils. I just said GGs, didn't I? See, the minute I say a team's name, obviously it's gonna be the luck for them. Okay, anyways. Boom, being completely knocked out and taken out early on itself. Securing 2 elimination points over here, guys. GG's, if you guys were able to take the squad down, I deserve a treat. Okay, so we're still stagnant with 18 teams and 70 remaining. We got Princess. We also got I don't remember who the other one is. It was Jen. Okay, so we got Shadow over here. Shadow taking a knock over here against Starboy, confirming the kill as well. Alrighty, so we can definitely see one hit IRCs over here. And I'm not sure what exactly happened here. IRC is getting a couple of shots over here by two Bs. Alright, let's see. I don't think Shadow that's a good idea, to stay stagnant here, because the two Bs are definitely making their rotations already, and it doesn't look good for the team. Still stagnant with 18 teams at 69 remaining. Okay, so here you have it, guys. You can definitely see Adio is gonna be picked up by Shadow. Still, none of the teams are fighting. Need action, guys, else it's gonna be very boring too. It's gonna. Right, so I think they would be getting the one. Ooh, what vehicle driving was that? Unfortunately, that was very unfortunate for the driver. Alright, so it's gonna be a 1v1 situation here, guys. Ima versus Adios. Let's see who will be able to get the first knock over here. Obviously, this. And Adios, a couple of shots being connected to him. His teammate has him to cover him so that. Shadow shouldn't have done that. Anyways, Ima trying to take the full advantage of the ground that he's holding on to, and his teammates are right behind behind his tail as well. Adios better have the 1v1, or else it's gonna be, the end for him as well. So let's see, guys. Would it be Ima? Would it be Adios? The intense fight is about to happen. Both of them are in like quarter of their health, and here it is. Adios trying to take. Sorry, Adios gonna try to take out Ima with a grenade, but that does not connect him at all. So both of them trying to, simultaneously heal themselves, boost up as much as they can, and then they would be able to get into and enter into the 1v1 fight. So here comes GODZxRLX. Now, the reason I feel that the 2B esports people members were not able to come in, move towards Ima, was because they have no vehicles, no covers. It's gonna be hard for them, but guys, here comes Adios against Ima. Face to face fight, guys. Now Ima does a really important job here trying to take the cover from his teammates, and here comes, wow, GODZxRLX, beautiful over there. Confirming Shakti as well. Bro, speak about team synergy. Speak about, team syncing. That's exactly what sort of a cover, your team member would expect in situations like this. And that was definitely shown by GODZxRLX. Badass. I think the name is lost. Anyways, Ima, quarter of his health, and taking out Adios by beautifully executed nade over here. I think they can confirm the kill as well. IRCs are in deep trouble, guys. Is it trouble or did I say trouble? Need to drink water. Anyways, IRC is solo man. Okay, that felt better. Alright, so we're down to last 18 teams stagnant. However, with 65 remaining, the remaining count seems to be lowering second by second, minute by minute. But the team count, however, accuracy still remains at 80. We need to see more action. We need to see more hype building, more predominant action building. I mean, heat of a battle, guys. So let's see if we would be able to witness that. Now, that was obviously witnessed for a split second by 2B esports and IRCs. Let's see if IRC's last man would also be able to give us a show that would be worth it to watch. And speak of dominating heated action, guys, here comes TLQs, and TLQ, speaking of the Badass has no time to get into covers, and with that, Rapture confirming the kill as well. Right, TLQ legends over here. We got Hexa's holding into a really good position. Of the more upper grounds you hold on Miramar, the more advantage you have. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 64 remaining. Load Gaming in Chunacera. Load Gaming versus number ones. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the fourth chicken dinner for the day, guys? We're still stagnant at 18 teams and 64 remaining. I am so tired, keep literally saying that time to time. I would love to see more knocks. I would love to see more actions. So, I mean, we might need to build a little bit of patience given that this is a very large map compared to the rest of the maps that was played out before Sanhok and Erangel. Speak of Sanhok, guys, did you all know, Sanhok is being replaced by Rondo? I feel like most of us might need to start practicing Rondo because it was absolutely a beautiful map, to be honest. It's like, Erangel, but a more colored version. I think that would be really suitable for the girls. Now just get that right too. There's a lot of flowery things. And speak of the map, guys, here comes Woods. All his tires being punctured out here by the Defcons. Fearlessly, mercilessly. Woods has no option but to try to take the fight or maybe run into safety on foot. Let's see if Defcon. I think the Defcons are running straight at them, guys. And here comes another spray by Sigma. Fortunately, it does not connect to Jade. And it almost had Jade there. Fortunately, just a couple of shots being connected. Crazy has been eliminated early on. I don't think we actually noticed that. In game, YT is looting perfectly at Impala, coming at the pace of their own timing. But further ado, we got GG's as well right behind their tail. In Masters, I believe. That's kind of secure. I mean, it's very, very risky securing your vehicles in that shed. Mainly, I mean, I've had experiences there. It doesn't look good. All right, so but the IRCs over here is still 7 with 18 teams. Are you kidding me? Would any of you like fighting? I can actually cast about it. So you can see Team X forces over here. Who are they trying to throw the grenade to? Because I do not see anyone else. Okay, I think it should be IRC, and with that, IRC's last man has been chased away from the position he was holding. Joker is in a really good position, but mind you, you need to be very vigilant. And there you have it, guys. Hitman taking out Kush. Fight between the Hitmans versus the captains. Still stagnant with 18 teams, however, and Lords going against number ones. The heat of a battle. Let's take a closer view. As you can see, Team X forces are being creeped out as well. We can see a couple of teams lurking around. Unfortunately, does not make any. The team's gonna have now itself feels like more they're more into somehow securing more placement points rather than elimination points, especially given that this is the fourth map. And those who do not have placement points, they might need to they might be working on securing a couple of points for their placement itself rather than going straight ahead for the kills. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 63 remaining. Right, so let's see if this would be able to get a couple of sprays here, trying to take a knock here. Speak of the devil, here comes number ones. I think number one's actually aware, but Load Gaming, you guys are not in a really good position because here comes TLQ's right behind your tail as well, and it doesn't look good. You're about to get sandwiched like an Oreo. Oh, that felt very refreshing and very soothing. Have a cup of water. How do the Brits say water? Is it like water or is it water? Wow, is it water? Oh. Alright, so I'm kind of getting very bored because there you have it. IRC's last man, adios. But adios is Roy, I can't see. Let's take a closer look. Oops, my eyes. Roy Taking out an elimination over here. 2 eliminations so far for the team IRCs. And here comes EQZs right behind their tails, guys. For the B6s, all of their team members are alive, going straight at it against Master. Let's see, would it be Master or would it be team B6? Be able to get the first knock, and we can see EQZs. Was it EQZ? I'm not sure. Fajit taking the first knock against Hate. Beautiful knock over there by Hate. By Fajit. And Baba taking out Hexa. Nix DDXs versus VEs over here. See the GGs trying to get the fight against In-Gamer. After taking out Pega. Praise being connected to Mastermind. Unfortunately, he was able to survive that. And the Japanese guy taking out B9. XF Joker taking out Captain. And the Japanese guy confirming B9 as well. GG Vic taking out In-Gamer. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 58 remaining, and an XF Joker taking out Captain's Woods, taking out DH Ronins. Here comes the one hits, guys. Revive happening over here. Sorry, not the one hits, the B6s, my bad. Has been playing tricks on me lately. Alright, so the B6s, let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness. A rotation being taken out here by Mad Max. Flanking straight ahead towards the left. He's taking out one hit. But the DEFCONs over here, 3-man power. Team X forces, ooh, what's happening here? X forces are definitely not looking good. That their position is very, very risky. Here comes the Heat Gangsters, full on the gangster mindset itself, rushing straight into the enemy's lair. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 58 remaining. VE ESPORTS, last 2 men standing. Nostra and Vicky. Nostra, that's what I always used to say to you. Anyways, so they were not able to secure any eliminations so far. I mean, towards the end, most probably they might play aggressive, but given that 2 of the members are not alive, so they might be, playing it into safety. Raptor taking up Fajit as we speak. We a fight between TLQ versus the Lords. Alright, so Omega had successfully looted the drop. See a revive happening here for Fajit, and the revive had already happened. And the one hit Gangsters. Sorry, I keep saying one. There's DDXs versus the Gangsters over here, guys. Taking out Leaderboard. What a beautiful Molotov over there against Leaderboard. And with that, guys, team hit is definitely not looking good, because we have the last man standing, and the last man standing is very clueless as to what exactly he needs to do. And Nasriel being taken out as well. Would it be last man? Would it be able to take almost had except Joker, then taken out Joker over here by Hitman. Last man is not easy, guys. Then I was taking out Princess over there at the end of the map, and we can see a lot of utilities being thrown, and with that he was backed up by Team DDXs, having a total of 5 eliminations, and we're down to the last 17 teams with just 53 remaining. Alright, so load gaming, I feel like might get into a fight with the girls. You can see they've already secured different positions, and the girls are not really aware as to where exactly the people are. This is at Chumasera, if I'm not mistaken. So Chumasera, obviously load gaming people have more advantage, given that none of the members know he's right there, right behind their tail. You can see Phrase taking out DDX Star. Now, if Baba was able to put a nade over there, I mean, that's definitely gonna be guaranteed, not for certain. But let's see what sort of gameplay we can witness from them. And moving on to B6's POV over here. GG Mastermind taking out number 1 Wolf. Still stagnant with 17 teams and 52 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the 4th chicken dinner, guys? XF Joker taking out Nafler as we speak. Confirming Nafler. Omega taking out Woods. QZs versus the B6s. Raptor taking out Kate. And Blizzy taking out Running. Dice taking out Star. Nick taking out Phrase. Now we will be heading straight into stage 5 of the critically damaging zone. Now all teams must need to ensure that they get into the zone safely, else they might have to lose their life just because they were not able to get into the zone. Alright, so we can see Dice being knocked out and none of the team members were able to get him, and with that he was confirmed as well. See Massa being taken out, sacrificed for the zone. Still deciding to 16 teams, 42 remaining. The Reborn team being eliminated as well. Omega with his snipers. I don't think I've ever seen Omega with snipers. So let's say this is very intriguing. I would love to see how he's doing that. So we can see Revo taking out OP Jade, and with that they can say VE Bravo 6 has been completely eliminated. Right, so 3 teams over here, guys. AOR, we got the 2Bs, and we also got the EQZs. This does not look good at all. Right, so we're down to 15 teams and 39 remaining only. EQZ is thriving with 4 elimination points so far. However, if we take a look at the leaderboard, we can see DDX scoring 6 eliminations so far. EQZ is right behind their tail with a total of 5 eliminations. And we got Team X4s with 3, ESPORTS with 3 as well. And the rest of the teams, DEFCONs with 4 points as well. And the rest of the teams will work harder to somehow stay ahead of the tabletop. Right, so EQZs, I think they just secured the 6th kill as well. Right, so we got the last man standing for Fearless would be Jen. And Jen is not aware where exactly Ima is at, and with that Ima was able to take out Jen. However, he needs to get into the zone as well. The FRS over here, I think they might head into a fight between most probably it will be the DDX, or else it will be the TLQs. So let's wait and watch which team would be able to walk away safely from Chumasera. And with that, EQZ is taking out Roy IRC, and with that completely eliminating IRC off the game. So we're down to last 12 teams and 34 remaining. You can see EQZ to get into the zone as well. 1 HP Prince taking out Captain and Batta. 2B Esports have been eliminated, guys. EQZ is going against Team X Forces. We're down to last 11 teams with 32 remaining. EQZ, perfect domination over here with a total of 8 elimination points so far. And just like that, we're down to 10 teams and 28 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the 4th chicken dinner for the day, guys? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also root for your favorite team down in the comments down below. Let's see if Revo would be able to get a beautiful knock over there. But here comes the second try, and he was successful taking off one of the in-game over. Oh, wait a second, did he just eliminate him? And now here comes the VEs, guys. It's a fight between VEs versus EQZ. Smoke's been thrown everywhere, every possible utility being thrown everywhere, because any utility that could be used to its maximum potential right now could be your best friend as well. So beautiful nade over here by Master Gaming. Wait, did he just take 2 guys with 1 nade? Wow. Ajit taking out Hexa. Down to last 9 teams and 26 remaining, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also do drop your early predictions down in the comments down below. We'll be heading straight into stage 6 of the zone, guys. The zone doesn't look good because all of the teams need to somehow get into the zone and fight it out for safety and more placement points. And with that, we can see Vicky Kenzo being taken out for the zone, and Rebo taking out Lucky and Star taking out Kenzo as well. DDX beautiful DBS shot by Octane over there. DDX Esports being eliminated. Situation between Captain ZYKI versus the FRS girls, guys. And with that, FRSs were able to take down Captain ZYKI, and they were able to secure 2, 3, 4 eliminations as well. But just like that, here comes Lord Gaming as well. It's not gonna be easy for them now. Once again, Keisha. It should be Keisha. Keisha is the last man remaining again. Sorry, last girl remaining again. And a couple of more nades, couple of molotovs being thrown as well. Is all looking into, okay, now the TLQs need to get into the zone anyhow, so let me just gatekeep and wait for them to get into my area. However, Omega seems to be in a very deep trouble as well, and with that, Octane takes out Keisha as well. So in 6th position, FRS were taken out, and in 5th position, down goes Lord Gaming. So we are down to last 4 teams and just 11 remaining, guys. Let's see who will be able to secure the 4th chicken dinner for the day. Who knocked over here? Omega being knocked out. Here comes Rebo and Octane. He does Master Gaming, King Gaming with his nails. And with that, Master Gaming has been taken out by Octane, and Octane was not able to, I think the revive is happening for Storm by Revo, and yes, the revive has already happened. So we're down to last 3 teams, guys. Bring the hype up in the comments down below. Would it be EQZs, TLQs, VEs? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you're rooting for. Octane trying to secure his spot over here against the TLQs. Now VEs just have the last man standing, so not quite certain. And down goes Nostra. Alright, so we're down to last 2 teams, guys. EQZ versus TLQ, a 3v2 situation. And TLQ Hexa being knocked out in a 1v2 situation, given that Octane is the only one who's rushing straight at it. And let's see if Raptor is a beautiful shot over there by Octane. It was a quick 1v3 by Octane. And with that, EQZs were able to bring the rhythm up back again. They were able to secure the 4th chicken dinner. All right, guys. So there you have it. Your 4th chicken winner dinners. They were able to give a momentum for your 4th match, and with that, you can see EQZs were able to stay ahead of the leaderboard. And definitely, when it comes to overall standings in terms of points, there's going to be a very big leading gap. Let's move on to your stats. Alright, so Chicken Hunters, match 4. Stormy QZ with a total of 6 eliminations, River with 7 eliminations, Octane with 7 eliminations, Omega with 4 eliminations, and with a total of 24 eliminations so far. So let's give it up one more time for Chicken Hunters for match 4. Stormy QZ, River EQZ, Octane EQZ, Omega EQZ. There you have it, guys, your Chicken Hunters, and it's a really cute name, Chicken Hunters, for match 4. Let's move into your next stat. Most valuable player for match 4 semifinals, Miramar. Let's give it up for LF Rebo with a total of 7 eliminations, 1,234 damage, 5 assists, 247 healings. Well done, well played. You were outstanding for match 4, that's for certain. Let's move on to your next start. Right, so moving on to a leaderboard, concluding match 4 at the top stands Rio with a total of 7 eliminations, Octane with 7 eliminations, Storm with 6 eliminations, Omega with 4 eliminations, and Star with 3 eliminations. So there you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for River, Octane, Storm, Omega, and Star. Let's move into your next stat. Match rankings. Let's start from hashtag 19 to 1. AOR Fearless in Game of YT got RLX with 0 points. Number 1 esports hit Gangsters and Bravo B6 with 1 point each. IRC with 2, X Forces 3, Load Gaming with 4, ZYKI 4, DEFCONs and 2B esports with 4, GG Reborns and VE Sports with 5, FRS with 6, and DDX with 8, TLQ 9, and Master Gaming 10, and hashtag 1 stands EQZs, a total of 34 points. So there you have you guys, your match rankings so far, concluding match 4. Now let's move on to your next stat. Right, so moving straight into your overall standings. Start from hashtag 19 to hashtag 1. In game of YT with a total of 5, Captain ZYKI 5, FRS with 7, Lord Gaming with 7, number 1 with 9, B6 with 10, Gangsters 11, 2B and Mercer Gaming with 14, Afghan with 15, Fearless with 21, IRCs and Reborn Legends with 22, VE Esports with 23, X Forces with 25, DDX Esports with 28, hashtag 2 stands RLX with 42, and hashtag 1 stands EQZs, a total of 94 points. So there you have it, guys, the overall standings so far, concluding match 4. Now let's move on to your overall leaderboard standings as well. Right, so in terms of the leaderboard, we can see Octane at the very top standing with a total of 17 eliminations, Storm with 18 eliminations, River with 13 eliminations, Omega with 15 eliminations, and Southia with 12 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your overall standing so far. We got Octane, Storm, River, Omega, and Southia. Well done and well played, guys. So let's see if you would be able to keep up with the same momentum. We'll be heading on to your last map of the day, Erangel. But before we head straight into Erangel, let's hop on to a quick short break because our players need to really refreshen up and gear up because it's not going to be easy. The last map is going to be the most outstanding match for the day of your STPO Season 1 semi-finals Group A. Alright, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We will be heading directly into uh, the map of Erangel. As you can see, teams have already started fighting with one another, and we obviously in both Ima and Pogex being eliminated early on itself. 2Bs, the situation doesn't really for them. And we can see Badass trying to take a knock here and he does that perfectly. He should be able to get another knock as well. So it's Badass and Starboy to save the. Ooh, they've gotten 2 knocks over there as well. So it's gonna be a 1v1 situation, obviously, but we also have Starboy who's gonna cover for Badass. And let's see, guys, if Badass would be able to get the knock over here. And here comes Venom. Venom is lost HP. Whoa, badass is definitely being a badass right now. So it's gonna be a 1v1 confirmed situation, guys. Unless of course Starboy decides to come through with badass. And here it is, guys. Badass and Starboy versus the last man for in-gamers. The name is Ronin, yeah. Right, so the situation is pretty intense, guys. Badass is trying to, somehow get a like try to get different angles against Ronin, and Ronin keeps running back and forth, up and down, vertically, horizontally, and with that, I think Starboy almost had Ronin over there. Ronin is lost HP as well. Trying to take out Starboy. Beautiful reflex over here by Ronin, and here comes the shot, guys. Ronin is definitely very fearless. You can see DDX is going against Monster Gaming as well. And Ronin, why on earth did you jump like that? Let's see if Ronin was a 1v2. Almost had him over there, but Badass being the badass executed a 1v4 over here, guys. A perfect 1v4. And that leads them to be at the top of the leaderboard. So we're down to still 16 teams and 60 remaining. DDX ESPORTS securing 2 eliminations early on in the apartment. Now it is the last match, guys. The 5th match for the Stpo Season 1 semi-finals for Group A. So do drop your thoughts and your opinions on whom you feel like should be able to win and secure the 5th chicken dinner for the day. And who do you feel like what sort of issues do you think the teams are having right here, given that so many teams head straight into eliminations, early fights? How do you think that should be deviated from the early stages? Is there a particular strategy your team follows, or is there a particular strategy that you feel like should be implemented when it comes to battlegrounds like PUBG? Alright, so we got number 1 esports over here. One of their members have already been taken out, Lucky, and he's should be on WhatsApp right now. Anyways, I'm just saying, since he was not online. So EQZ is over here. Usual spot in Lipoka. Well, I had to hydrate myself over there for a split second. Just 2 minutes and 55 seconds, we will be heading straight into stage 2 of the shrinking zone. We're already down to 16 teams and just 60 alive. So the head count seems to be lowering second by second, minute by minute, which I've emphasized throughout the maps. But when it comes to team counts, that's where it's very stagnant, very stubbornly doesn't even lower down. It's like 11:50 past my bedtime as well. Let's see, guys, because I am here to give you the best action fulfilling into the battlefield of Stpo Season 1 semi-finals for Group A. So let's see which team would be able to battle it out and somehow stay above the leaderboard. We can see Lord Gaming over here at Hospital. Not merely hospital per se, but around hospital. And we can definitely see, if you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see 2Bs stands at the very top of the total of 5 eliminations. DDX, FRS, and TLQ with 1 point each. Yeah, that's pretty much so far. Now the rest of the teams may need to athlete out harder, strive harder to get more elimination points, and also simultaneously secure placement points as well, because that is equivalent important for you to stay ahead of the game. Now moving on to TLQ's POV over here. Now definitely Kenzo has a really good overview on the surrounding enemies that may come, and here comes EQZ straight at TLQs. I don't think they're gonna get an early fight, is it? Of like a rotation going from the western side of the map right into their next location, I believe, or perhaps looking into who would be around Yasne, and if they could take any potential fights. We can see TLQs. It's a split 2 versus 2. I mean a 2 and a 2 split. Almost all of the teams are out of the zone, and they need to ensure getting into the zone as soon as they can, because in just 40 seconds we'll be closing into stage 1 and heading into stage 2. And yes, I do know these stages are not that critically damaging, but as soon as you can hold on to your positions, that'll give you more time, spare time to wait until the other teams fight at one another, so you can actually go for a placement point. We can see 2B Esports here at Rozok, however still stagnant with 16 teams. Alright, it's a 16 teams and 60 remaining still, guys. Are still in stage 2, and in about 2 minutes and 57 seconds left, we'll be heading straight into stage 3. We've got the AOR Fearless team over here. We've got Princess as well. Previously, I remember there were like 2 or 3 squads that actually came to Severny, but right now we can only see just one squad in Severny. They have ample enough time to loot around, check for go for scavenger hunting perhaps, and just to remind you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also support your teams virtually through the live chat down below. And let's take a closer view into Captain ZYKI's POV over here. I don't know why almost all of the teams are like way out of the zone. I think it's best if they could head into the zone directly. Got the EQZs over here. Making a big rotation from Yasna all the way, cutting across. And most probably they... Ooh, okay. Knock over here, and he does it. Storm takes the hit. As well. Becomes perfect EQZ as well. A rough fight, and see being taken out as well. Last man standing. Gonna be a quick squad wipe, isn't it? Man, let's see. And with that, guys, Team Gangsters have been taken out. Second team to be eliminated completely. Actually, third team to be eliminated completely on the last map. And we can see he's going against FRS over here, taking out Darshi. Securing 1 point over here. Alright, so I don't think many teams are about to fight at this moment, given that almost all of the teams are like very kind of busy holding on to their spots. Not really all of them needs to get into early fights. You can see the EQZs might have a clash against the FRSs over here. And looks like they are about to have the fight over here, guys. The spray going over here by the FRS against REBORN. I think they shouldn't have done it, because right now they're about to get the fight, and moving away from those compounds are not gonna look easy either. Got Team X Forces over here. We're down to last 15 teams and 54 remain. Okay, Team X Forces and Captain ZYKI. Be 3v4 situation, or would it be the opposite? Let's see. And okay, we didn't see that. Vinny taking out of the team by a beautiful nade. Getting herself up here as well. Gonna be a I think it should be a 4v3 situation. Let's see if the nade connects. Keisha taking up Rebel. See if they're able to confirm the kills though. Here comes the EQZ straight into the FRS player. ZYKI being taken out, completely eliminated from the first map, and taken out Keisha by Swan being knocked out and completely eliminated. So last man standing would be Ginny. See what sort of gameplay we're about to witness here, guys, because this is not easy for any of the team members. Ginny is in deep trouble, but let's see if she can use her DBS into full potential, or would that be the opposite? And with that, another nade connected straight into Ginny's head rather. And yeah, so Team FRS were eliminated in the 14th position. We're down to last 13 teams and 45 remaining. We take a look at the leaderboard, we can see QZ is dominating with 7 eliminations, 2B is dominating with 5, X-Force is with 3. We can see an intense fight battling it out here towards the edge of the versus B6s. See who would be able to get the first knock here. Ooh, beautiful shot. I mean, beautiful grenade over there. Just had my last sip of water. Hexa, let's see if Hexa would be able to give us the 1v3, or would that be the complete opposite, guys? Kenzo being taken out completely, so it is up to Hexa to save the day or break the day. Meanwhile, we can see QZs are going at again for another fight, and Hexa in his last HP as well. Revo taking on Badass. Starboy confirmed, I think he just confirmed Octane. And with that, we can see Hexa being taken out, so Team TLQ Legends have been wiped off itself. And moving on to EQZs over here, last 3 men standing with Brevo, Storm. Oops, let's just pretend we did not see that. Down to last 11 teams with just 40 remaining. The EQZs whole squad here, however, they had to sacrifice Octane for their. But they're leading with a total of 9 eliminations, so Avenge is something that, you know, I feel like they could easily get. But that's quite certain. Let's see, they would be picked up. Why are you alone over there? Whereas I think EQZs might head into a straight fight against the VEs. River was doing a little bit of scouting there just to make sure, okay, where exactly the team members are. Won't be able to witness any fights anytime sooner, given that we're still in stage 3. The map is a bit big as well. I mean, not bigger than Miramar, but guaranteed there's going to be more clashes, more actions when it comes to the minute we start into stage 5. And here comes EQZs versus the X-Forces, guys. Tifu being taken out over here by Joker. Freeze trying to take it perfect as well. Beautiful knock over here by Team X-Forces. It's up to only Storm. Last man standing would be Storm. Let's see if Storm would be able to give us a 1v4, or would that be the complete opposite for them. Storm going away, I think, you know, he's like, okay, I'm done with the elimination points so far. So let me just, you know, try to settle it out for placement points instead. DDX is going against the B6s. He's taking over. His forces are definitely dominating right now. Seeing more potential in them. Hopefully with more synergy, more action together as a whole team, you can definitely see definitely that they would be able to rise above the chaos. But let's see, guys, if they would be able to secure another chicken dinner. Would it be the EQZ solo man, or would it be IRCs, VEs, B6, DDX, maybe a number 1 Fearless and Lord? But the whole IRC squad here, very open though. Storm looking into which knock he should get, because it seems like he could get anyone over there. He's over looking into Chatu over here. Chatu get in the vehicle and move around. And a couple of sprays being connected. Here comes the DEFCONs, guys. DEFCONs versus IRCs versus ZYKI's last man. So he's gonna wait till the potential time to give a third party, or rather, he's running away from the battle and instead secure himself into the zone in a safer location. So I'm dominating with a total of 5 eliminations so far. He's looking into a safer location to stay put. Unfortunately, he was not able to find any, so goes directly into the zone, still searching and looking for a really good spot to hold on to. And you can see the Japanese guy going against the number 1 team. EDX is going against number 1s. Alright, so Danny being taken on, last man standing will be Wolfpack. He's going out in a really trashed up vehicle over right here. It's not going to be safe for him, that's for certain. And here comes the DDX literally chasing the whole solo guy. It's not going to be easy for number 1, guys. Shots being shown over here by Raffler. Fortunately, he was still able to survive it. He runs away. And Nafla takes out the last man, guys. With that, number 1 sports have been taken out. So we're down to last 10 teams with just 32 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the final chicken dinner? Do drop your comments down below and let us know which team you are rooting for. IRC is securing 1 elimination so far. Still stagnant with 10 teams. Still in stage 4, but the minute the stage 5 hits, that's when you're going to witness all the absolute BS. Capitalizing BS. And Storm taking out the Japanese dude from BDX, confirming the kill as well. And Freeze taking out Massa. So many knocks after knocks, kills after kills. And you can see Star X taking out Boom, Mix taking out Fearless as well. Confirming the kills, and you can see Chris taking out Solo. Team X forces over here. So if we take a look, guys, we can see Team X forces and only VEs have the gold squad live, so that gives them more opportunities to freeze as well. I think he has about 6 eliminations so far. Performing the kill as well. Because he's rising at the top of the leaderboard, being very unstoppable. The total of 11 points so far for the team. DDX following it up with 8. Next 5. DEFCON with 4. And Igris taking out another beautiful knock over here. So ADR again, last man standing. So what on earth was that, guys? And Joker was successfully able to get the last man. A couple of more shots here against the 1 HPs, and Ash being knocked out, Vicky taking out Itachi, Sigma taking out GGViki, Roy taking out Ash. We're down to last 9 teams with just 20 remaining. Egg is being eliminated completely. This is gonna be intense, guys. Just as predicted, stage 5 is about to give you the full thriller filled action that every one of us was witnessing. Right, so here comes the nade. Let's see if it connects to Baba. If it does, well, this is fortunate. Unfortunately, Joker gets knocked out instead here by Chafu. Gets confirmed simultaneously as well, and we're down to the last 8 teams with GG Report eliminated in the 9th position. 16 remaining and 8 teams. It's not gonna be easy. Storm last one standing, and he's still able to give a proper fight comeback. And Chatu, beautiful shot over here by Vicky, a beautiful spray. We can see Vicky taking out Chatu, and with that team IRC has been eliminated. So we're down to the last 6 teams and 12 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the final chicken dinner? Vicky taking out another beautiful knock over here. I think the luck has to be with the dress that he's actually wearing. So we're down to last 5 teams, guys. EQZs, DDX, VEs, V6, and Lord. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the final chicken dinner of the day? Alright, guys, 5 teams, 11 remaining. We've got VE Sports with the 1 HPs. We've got the EQZ Solo Man as well. I think Storm will be heading straight into DDXs. Decides to play it very safely towards the edge. The DDXs are right behind the tail, and it's not gonna be easy. I don't think DDX knows where exactly Storm is at. Lord Gaming's last man standing here decides to play edge for a while. Maybe he's going in for a heal battle, I'm not quite certain. EQZ's last man seems to be going around and around in circles, not sure exactly where he should be. We have esports over here. 15 and 11 eliminations. Alright, so a couple of sprays going over here against B9. You can see Hate being knocked out. DDX Naffler. DDX overlooking into EQZ's last solo man. Let's see if the shots get fired and if they would be able to take away Team EQZ's. Right, so we can see EQZ's Storm was able to secure 8 eliminations total, contributing a total of 12 elimination points for the team. And with that, Team B6s have been eliminated, guys. We're down to the last 4 teams. EQZs, VEs, DXs, and the Lords. As in terms of speaking of the probability, guys, VEs have the probability of 42% chicken dinner, and following it up with DDX, EQZ with 19 corpses, and Lords with corpses. A couple of sprays going on with the beautiful sprays over here. Securing a total of 10 eliminations so far for DDX. Comes DDX's first form. It'll be a 2v. Oops. Beautiful nade over there by Team VE's. Right, so with that, guys, we can definitely see how Team VE were able to give a proper comeback and thrive above the leaderboard for your final chicken dinner. Alright, so moving straight on to your stats, guys. Let's give it up one more time for your winner chicken dinners, or rather, should I say, chicken hunters. VE Esports. Now let's move on to the stats. Right, see, so I think we're having a little bit of an issue here. A small little bug. Let's wait till the team fixes that, and it is fixed. Perfect. So moving on to your chicken hunters for the semifinals, match 5. Nostra stands with a total of 2 eliminations. Wiki with a total of 3 eliminations. Pega with a total of 3 eliminations. B9 with 3 eliminations, and that is equivalent to a total of 11 eliminations, 1560 damage. Give it up one more time for VE Esports. Let's move into your next step. Alright, so let's give it up one more time for your most valuable player for match 5's Stpo Season 1 semifinal Group A, LF Storm EQZs, with a total of 9 eliminations, 1368 damage, 1 assist, 91 heals. And there you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for your most valuable player, LF Storm EQZ. Alright, so taking a look into your leaderboard for match 5, we can see Storm leading with a total of 9 eliminations, Star leading with a total of 3 eliminations, Sigma with a total of 3 eliminations, and Badass with a total of 4 eliminations, and Pega with a total of 3 eliminations. Let's move into the next up. Match rankings so far. So let's start from hashtag 19 to hashtag 1. So RLX, Master Gaming, AR Fearless, and Captain ZYKI, number one esports, and hit gangsters with 0 points. GG Reborn, FIS Girls, and 1 point. In Gamer and TLQ Legends with 2 points. Load Gaming with 4 points. IRCs and 2B Esports with 6 points. E6s with 7 points, DEFCONs and X Forces with 8 points, DDX Esports with 13 points, and EQZs with 19 points. And hashtag 1 stands BE with a total of 21 points. So there you have it, guys. That's the total match ranking so far for match 5. Let's move into your next stat. All right, so in terms of your overall standings, we can see hashtag 19, ZYKI, 5 points, hashtag 18, in-game of YT 7, FRS Girls, 8, number one esports 9, Hit Gangsters and Load Gaming with 11, Master Gaming with 14, Bravo 6 with 17, TB Esports with 20, AR Fearless with 21, GG Reborn 23, DEFCON 23, LQ Legends at 24, IRC is 28, X Forces 33, DDX Esports with 41, and One Hit GODZxRLX with 42 points, B Esports with 44, and hashtag 1 stands EQZs with a total of 113 points. So there you have it, guys, your total points so far, including match 5. Alright, guys, so let's head on to your next stat. All right, so most valuable player one more time for your semifinal, STPO Season 1 semifinals. Let's give it up one more time for LF Storm, EQZ with a total of 27 eliminations, 616.6 average damage, 1.6 average assist, and 179 average heal. And there you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for LF Storm EQZ for securing the most valuable player title. All right, so moving on to your leaderboard semifinals after match 5. At the very top stands Storm EQZ with a total of 27, Octane with 19, Revo with 14, and Omega with 15, and Stars with 11 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your leaderboard so far. Let's give it up one more time for Storm, Octane, Revo, Omega, and Star. Well done, well played, guys. Keep up with the same momentum because we do have more matches out left to be played for the finals as well. And it's quite exciting to see which and who would be able to secure the spot. Right, so there you have it, guys. Today's schedule, as I emphasized before at the very start. Match 1, Erangel, divided by EQZs. Match 2, RLXs, securing the chicken dinner. Match 3, Sanhok, by Team X's. And match 4, Miramar EQZ, and match 5, concluding it by VEs for your map of Erangel. So there you have it, guys. Today's schedule is being displayed out here. All right, folks. So with that, I can officially say that we are concluding STPO's Season 1 semifinals Group A officially. So there you have it, guys. All the teams played well, and I think they had their best potential as well. Don't forget to there's more action that will be held tomorrow as well for Group B. So stay tuned. For now, temporarily signing off would be JLo, but let's not forget to provide a round of applause for, of course, Slayer and Dave for their intense contribution as well. And on one more note, I just want to say, we've all heard the saying, when one door closes, another door opens, or multiple door opens. That's very simple, it's hopeful, and it's true, though not always in the way others might have expected. So stay sharp, stay game edgy, and have a blessed night.